Hello, everybody. It's Club Cashew here for Bloodthirsty Thursdays, and I've been working on my poison build here. It's actually kind of modeled this dude after myself. I've got a whole kind of. It just kind of started, honestly, where I was like making some characters after I think of some of my family, and it just got into this big thing where I've got my whole family basically on there, and my wife was excited about it, so that got me thrilled, and things got out of hand. But anyway, so this is me, and I've got like little stories that go with all of my characters, and this one is like he's in one of the original werewolves from like way back in the day before the elves were essentially changed before this first era, which we're in like kind of the later half of the first era right now. If I remember right, I could be wrong, but this is like the beginning of actual written history for Tamriel. So anyways, so my character is before that. He'd be like before even the Nords came down, and so that's why. And so all my family is some sort of type of elf, and it make like I think I got my son and my wife because they look kind of similar. And they have similar features. They're both orcs, and my daughters are both night elves, mainly because they're vampires, and so it helps to get rid of that fire. It gives you fire resistances that way anyway. So I've got myself as a wood elf. Anyway, so it's just kind of that cool thing, and maybe one day I'll actually write up. Oh, and I've got my wife's dad on there. Actually, when he died, just this last year, I created a character and did a whole pyre bonfire thing too in the huntsman's house, the hunter's glade. So it was actually really cool, and most of Clan Mac showed up. It was really touching, honestly. It was pretty cool. So, anyways, but that's just kind of a side note, really, on what we're doing tonight. Tonight we're gonna do Bloodthirsty Thursdays. Most of our guys aren't on, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna just get started, find the group, or go make havoc somewhere, and I'll wait for our other people. We usually get Toon and Irish Jester and Tongan Havoc and Straw Hat. A bunch of other people usually get on. It's like a 3 guild thing. We'll see if they actually get on or not. I know we mostly do like the last stuff on Saturdays, but I told everybody I'd be doing this with them. It's something we all the guilds sat down and talked about. So this does increase my weapons damage, but like I got the Shapeshifter's Chain. That actually helps me stay alive a little bit longer. And once you turn into a werewolf, it's real easy. I've actually been going around in Cyrodiil, and I've been collecting all the stuff. So we're gonna go down south and hit up Regalius there. It looks like they need some help. So let's go do that, and that's pretty much what I do, is just follow the group and make her AP that way. Chase the ticks, as they would say. Okay, we're gonna mount up and make our way over there. And so this is a poison build. Not quite done with it. I'm still working on it. I still gotta get like basically skill points and put it in skills and switch a few things around once we get the damage up from the other skills and things. But so far it's actually not bad. I'm running Morong Tongue and the Morong Tongue and Plague Break, which work pretty well together. It's a werewolf, so sometimes I'll switch out depending on where if I know I'm going to be going werewolf, I'll put that Shapeshifter's Chain on because it keeps you alive. Or if I'm going to be in more, one-on-one fights. I'm hoping with this I can be going to stay back. This is not a character I mean to go up in the front with. I'm going to play this like Rebrand Hood or Robin Hood, Rebrand Hood is actually a character. It's old Cymry or Welsh for in the book from about Robin Hood, but it's like a Welsh version of the tale. It's really good. It's all very historical. There's even some interesting mythological connotations of some of the old like Druids kind of actually shifting over to Christianity in that day, and that's why Christianity caught on really fast in the United Kingdoms. It wasn't like there was no battle war or any slaughter on that. So, and there's plenty of books and proof for that. So it's not like we didn't do. And it's also why we have a lot of our Western books didn't get burned or destroyed. It's because like countries like the Ireland and Wales were mainly Ireland, but Wales and stuff were writing those down and transferring those, transcribing them, and they even got like, ooh, that's not good. Oh no. Feet here. Just kind of. Knock this guy down. Gotta get him as much poison as we can. That's what's gonna help take these dudes down. And yeah, so the other thing we could do is get that dang freaking wall back up. He's dead. Alright, so we're gonna need to get stone and back up here. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's what this character. This is kind of a serial character. Does quite a bit of damage just because it's a lot of damage over time with I swear I had stone and wood and all that stuff. Maybe that was my other character. I've got a couple of serial characters, but anyways. So, and this is just a really basic, like, it's not hard. This is, well, sort of. I mean, I actually got killed quite a few times just trying to get the gear. Because some of it all comes from PvP, but one of them is actually from, let me get the wall back up. So as these guys are doing that, right? See them chasing people down? Like, that's all good and everything, but if they keep coming in that door, we're screwed. It doesn't matter. And we're also going to name this client for a Clan Mactir, Children of the Wolf.
Don't waste my time. If
So, and they don't let
right
you do the little apostrophe kind of thing over the I, right? That's what Tyr is actually spelled that way. That's not regular I, T-I-R-E. But, and it's Clown. It's actually Clan Mactir. So, because there's different on how you're saying clan is depending on, like, which position you're talking about it is if you're in the family or if you're outside the family. There's, anyways, so this isn't, doesn't have to be a big linguistics class, right? You don't want to watch that? Or do you? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so this is ours now. And that is the symbol of Hircine, who's actually, as obviously, looks a lot like Cernunnos, or basically the god of the grove. Ancient, not just Ireland too. So there was a lot of what are considered the Celtic cultures had Cernunnos, the god of the grove. He's probably pretty old. He was probably there before some of the first kind of Celtic people came to Ireland, to the British Isles. They probably brought him. He was probably one of those original gods. Well, and then they started adding more and more, as people come in. That was very normal for most, believe it or not, most, Lord mercy, most of the other mythologies and patriarchs and stuff. You do get that with the Romans, but the Romans' deal was quite simply you had to worship their gods too, and they were the first gods you should be worshiping. And then you can also worship yours, right? Just know that their gods are stronger, obviously, because they can kick your butt. And so that's proof of it. That's not actually unheard of. You get similar things with Babylon. Any kind of great conquering, they use the word colonization these days. It's for me, I'm like, it's just the conqueror's attitude, William the Conqueror has the same sort of attitude. And a lot of people are like, well, I mean, technically, they gave him the kingdom. I'm like, well, it was like, give it or you don't ever go home. So, I mean, but he was, I mean, it's not that they're not smart, or it's not that they're stupid. It's actually, it's just the way they go about things is the wrong way. And it's kind of like, what's the point of doing that? But it serves his family, serves him. He's trying to set up a dynasty, right? They're trying to compete with the real other powers, and that's how you do that. That's how you compete with those larger powers, especially at that time like that. I mean, we're talking about these are kind of attitudes that come out of Rome. You know what I mean? It's just something they know this is how they learned it from that in that way. And but at the same time, like, we gotta understand that William Conqueror comes from Normandy, and Normandy, or the Northmen's land. Norman, Old English for Nor meant north, and man, right? We know what man is. Man is actually a term for a particular rabbit that we find over in Old Brittany. No, it's Northmen. So, and who's that? It's the Danes, the Vikings. So actually, they're descendants of. We're not really sure if they're from Norway or Denmark. That is debatable. Most people say Denmark. So, all right, now we're gonna take a. Oh, dang! So it looks like we were attacking that. The divine ones, right? Okay, there, Caesar. And looks like we could probably go help him in Aswan and get this reconnected. So that is what we're going to do next, because that's kind of critical in a way to keeping this going. Let's see if anybody what we got here. Athox. The strongest emperors. Oh, you're losing your castle. Unclaimed. That is actually my favorite guild. You can see that it's a very common guild, Unclaimed. They own a lot of stuff around here. You know, Unclaimed. I've just been... Red Bull and Waffles. I'm in. I'm sold. So, look, Red's coming down, push to north, so we need to actually get over there and stop talking and concentrate on actual warfare combat. So, Red's... Obviously, Yellow's pushing up. Red's pushing over. We need to defeat the ones who's going to be the easiest to defeat, or try to pit them against each other, or, which would be the best, good old Julius Caesar, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Which is, it's harder to do. There is some actual drama, unfortunately, with all that. With just some people in the back. I'm not going to keep it going, but there is some. You know, a lot of these guys who run these higher guilds know each other, and so, you know, competition, sometimes it gets a little out of hand, you could say. Alright, so we're going to be pushing there, so it's probably likely a good idea to go up to Bruma. So a lot of people like to just keep pushing that way. That's not good. You want to be able to take the north. Otherwise, you're... obviously, I have quests up here I have to do. Like, they're like, talk to this person. I was doing that this morning, because there's actually a story through here. Later, on one of the What a Tale Wednesdays, well, I'll do the Imperial City here. That's probably what I'll do next. Because oh man, it's actually a pretty good story, and the PvP is not quite as competitive as it is here inside Cyrodiil. Cyrodiil, man, if you're wearing the wrong color, they shoot you on sight. Imperial City, it's kind of like, well, let's see, I could be doing a quest in here and see if they're gonna shoot me, kind of thing. So, it's a good idea. Let's try to head up to Bruma, and we'll try to cut them off. If that doesn't work, we'll come back and we're gonna head up and we'll go cut them off at. Actually, let's do that. We're gonna head up and we're gonna try to take the lumber mill and stuff by ourselves. We can do this if we time to switch over to. Oops, there we go. Time to switch over to the chain, right? And so I've got to get the Shroud of Sithis as well. That'll help me out. It's always good to have a couple of different mythic items with you. I mean, this is the more you can be prepared, man. Like, act like a Army Ranger, Navy SEAL, Marine, any of those guys that are adapt and overcome mentality. That's what we want to be doing here. Because this is not going to. It's never quite as easy. And so, whatever, if you can get something that helps you out, gives you a little bit more advantage, always, right? So right now I've got that chain on because if I can kill enough, I can get myself, and we're gonna just keep an eye on our. You see those flags there? There's 3 of them that you got to take inside Dortmund, and I'm almost guarantee you that if I go down there right now, because you've seen them doing their stuff over there, they're going to be attacking each other. Right now, we're trying to get our stuff back, as you can see. So I'm going to go up, and I'm going to disrupt. If I can do it, I'm going to try to disrupt the Red's ability to actually go anywhere by taking these resources. Unfortunately, by myself, I can take the resources. I know that, but it's the I can't take the keep by myself. That's not impossible. It's just extremely unlikely due to the fact that by the time you can get a wall down or 50% flag it, you still got to go from 50 all the way to 0, right? To knock the wall or the door all the way in, and usually get somebody warping by that time. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to be a little bit annoying. I'm going to try to pull these people. I'm going to try to give our guys a little bit of a break from Red. And this is a good way to even see if they're on, right? It's good to know. And I mean, they probably will be, unfortunately, looking for Clanmac, since we're good friends with the Espada, you know? It's Grande Espada, the big swords. They're, what the heck? Oh, no! I haven't done this one yet, so I actually need this one. What the heck is going on here? Cloud Ruler Temple. So, this is the temple of... This is Cloud Ruler Temple is where it's like the first place where the Empire kind of started here, years and thousands of years ago. So so look at that. Molag Bal's actually ripped that entire thing out of the ground. And this is gonna be, you're gonna see this kind of thing. If you've actually played Oblivion, you'll know that Cloud Ruler Temple is where you make your stand, and it's where the Blades, who are the real protectors of... Oh, come on, I can do it. Ow, ow! Oh, man. You're the real protectors of... the real protectors of the Emperor. So you just gotta figure out right in there. That is super cool. It's like these do not come up every... If this is an actual... It doesn't actually look like one. I'm actually wondering if this is even a... Oh, it's a Daedra. That's scary. Ooh, that's not cool. Everything goes black like that, though. So, and it doesn't look like you can get in there. I don't think Cloud Ruler Temple is actually like a world event, and those are, you'll see chains like that drop down, because it doesn't look like you can get up there, even if it wanted to, which I kind of would love to. It's just, if you could use it, it's a defendable position. We know that it's actually designed for that sort of defense. by the Akavari, who later a whole section of those guys become what are called the Blades, which is funny because the Espada are also a guild, right, that I'm working with, but they're more from like Show Bleach. This is good to know, though. This is cool. That ooh, I bet that would make a heck of a rock place to come in and hide. Yeah, you can jump in there. We can go past. It doesn't look like anybody's attacking Bruma yet, so let's see if I can't get ready for that north. Yes. Yeah, here we go. Cool. So you can get through there, which means if you get that way, you could probably go the other way. And this is going to be, look at that, like this is perfect hiding area. If you could pull people up here. So one of the things I do not see a lot in, and it's a little sad, but it's because you could actually do it, is inside Cyrodiil here, I have not seen people organized enough to have archers. To have like a row of archers, and you might be like, well, that sounds stupid, why would you do that? I don't know, maybe that's because how the Welsh were beating, held the English back for a long time. It's when they finally were working with the English, that's how the English were dominating over French cavalry. Like, flying arrows are, it's how if you get enough bought out the sun, man, you will be remembered in history books thousands of years after you're destroyed, such as the Babylonian Empire and Xerxes. That's kind of the interesting part. So they can be and have been a dominant force. Basically, anytime you can reach out and touch somebody, ask any sniper, it's a good thing, right? It's gonna be what you want. So it's now that I've got enough. I think I got quite a few werewolves in the guild, and I'm hoping to get. Let's just do a quick check. We're actually here. Just get a little bit of a scouting party going. I'm just gonna sit here for a second. I'm gonna see what's going on with. If you actually got anybody going to show up here. Foxy Lady, Clockwork City. It might just be me today for Bloodthirsty Thursday. Ooh, Stone Odin's in there. I wonder if he's doing any kind of stuff with Espada. Let's go check Espada and see what's going on there. Stoned Odin and Bedwetter. Okay, so they're in, and I'll see if I can't hit them up here with my phone and get more of the Bloodthirsty Thursdays going on. Normally we usually get like Toon here, and but it's a bit my fault. I've been super busy or getting things organized in my house, and it'll be easier to start posting a lot of this stuff. And I've got a little bit extra work, unfortunately, going on today with show you how to do this. To do this one of these by yourself, even on a character that doesn't have a lot of health, we always do what? We go inside, right? This pulls a few of these dudes. And then you take out the healer.
Move now. Aid me.
Great, he's dead. And yeah, that's Plague Break. Plague Break totally works. And the damage from anything you're using, if you're using a staff, a sword, a board, a two-handed sword, whatever weapon, doesn't really matter you're using, that transfers over for your werewolf, what's my wolf? Okay. Werewolf weapons, for damage. So, because I'm a wood elf, and I get more damage using a bow, as well as, I can't die from poison as easy as a werewolf, so then I can go into my CP, I'll show you that later, and I've got points into that so I don't die from as much. So they can shoot their poison at me all they want.
I need healing.
Aid me.
There it is. That is one thing I don't like about Cyrodiil, is the lag so bad in here. Some of the more useful skills as a werewolf unfortunately are kind of broken, basically. Like, sit there kind of in a football stance. Come on. Gosh, it's pretty bad. There we go. some more of that. There we go. Just take out. There we go. Woo! So what you're seeing, you don't really get to see. All you're seeing is like the buttons and stuff go off. But I'm hitting these things, trying to get them to go in like a certain combination, right? That was much more clear right there. That was way easier. But Cyrodiil's known for having some pretty bad lag, and that's pretty typical. And like I said, obviously I don't have my guy finished out. And yes, I'm a little sensitive about it. All right. So, anyways, but that's how you do it. Even if you have a lower health character, like I said, you go in there first with the lower health characters, take out everybody inside. And that'll drag. I've killed those guys. It doesn't matter which one. You can come out here, kill the center, and you don't really have to kill anything else if you don't want to, right? You can just take this, unflag the thing, and that's all I really have to do. I could stop it and leave it right like that if I wanted to, and I could go on to the next one. Because my objective here is to get these down. I don't necessarily need to. I don't actually have to have them all the way ours. I'm not going to be taking this thing, so that's good enough for me. Let's go a little bit more, just in case. Yeah, that's good enough for me. So that leaves it. Why not? No, yeah, I don't want to waste too much time. Just because this is more about trying to take them versus. This is more about trying to take the places rather than. I'm just trying to cut off their warp capability, right? Because I'm hoping if I can do that, that I will get the attention of some of the guys down south, and maybe I can even hit up Espada and let them know, hey, those are the guys who are way more inclined for combat like that. They really like to be outnumbered and outflanked, you know? And I actually kind of like that kind of fight too. It's way more interesting, so. Right, so I'm going to go visible. Only got 12 seconds, which is not as long as you think, but it's longer than you
I'm hurt!
Some resistances here. There we go. Come on, Lord mercy, man. Here we go. So you gotta get my medium armor up. We're doing way more damage, and I can actually put a few more resistance and stuff. Do is hit this and see if I can't take out a few of them from up here. You see that? So that's rubber banding is what that is. So I had already come off. He hit me because he hit me way back there. That's just kind of the Cyrodiil lag, but that's kind of what I was hoping to do. So one guy comes up, right? So what we're going to do now is the same thing. Just keep doing it. And what happens is they start sending more and more people to to try to take care of me, right? So it's trying to be more annoying as I can to just totally just make it so they just are like, oh my gosh. So what we'll do is we'll see. I think I got plenty. I can go grab a respawn camp just for myself. And we've got, I think I got like 20,000, like 20. It's not that big a deal. Or 305,000 maybe. Ooh. Yep, probably not supposed to kick your mom in the face. That's a forward camp. New character, so they're telling me all about it. I'll let you read it, actually. Forward camps allow you to reside outside of the transit train network, including within enemy territory. And if you die near an allied forward camp, you be able to respawn there. And I think you can only respond there like every 10 minutes or something. Or no, it's not like that. It's 5 or something. It seems like a long time. It's not, but it seems like a long time. If you're waiting there, right? You're like, oh my god, oh come on, you know. But if you're not paying attention to it, it flies by. So we're not gonna eat that. So what we're gonna do then? Let's get some meat bags on. And that's a key priest called Stone. So that was good. Yeah, but we'll do that for now. Yep, look at that. Boom. I kind of figured. So as soon as they went down south, they'd lose or hit yellow, right? And they're going to come back up north. And that's normally what they do. Go south, go north, go south, go north. Really only 2 options they do if you're using big tactics. Right now what's going on, I bet you anything. Blue just took that back in red. So they're pushing. So let's go see how they're doing. Sometimes you can push hard, and if we don't have a lot of red on, we're going to succeed. If not, then I'm just going to go scout it out. If not, then I'm going to immediately go back and I'll go again and start doing what I was already doing. Trying to stop their ability from warping. That's way more important to me than looking pretty smooth. It's the tactics. It's trying to set up ourselves for success here. Because right now, if they die, they can just keep coming back from Bruma. It's not that far of a run from there to there. You know what I mean? So let's just go see how they're doing. We're gonna run it in straight line with this rock here. That way they don't see us coming as easy. Get off and stick to the trees. Make sure we got our invisibility potions. I had 75. I used like majority of them somewhere else inside the Imperial City. I see people fighting over there or kind of running that way. Let's do this. Here we go. Switch over to Focus Warrior Elixir. And I think we actually took it. Nice. There is a deep red around here. We just took that. We got 3K for that. Go. Just gotta keep doing that. Spawn here. Yep, werewolf. Cool. Here we go. Come on, hit the potion already, dude. Oh my lord. You hear that thing go off, it's like clicking, 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 clicking. I'm like, and then nothing happens. Oh, dude, that's the worst. It's the lag in here is so bad. It's like, it's hard to... They have it set up so, like... I shouldn't say they have it set up. It's not like they're doing it on purpose, it's just that... This is not enough of attention, there we go. It's been put into the rest of these guys, unfortunately. So that if you're running something like a bomber, so when you're making a character, they're working on it right now, so I'm hoping it works out, and a little bit more complicated builds that can work are going to work. But for right now, if you're making a character, try to make it simple. What I'm saying is something that is just the proc is what kills, like a bomber or a bomber or something that doesn't require a lot of skill, like, you know, a bomber. So so if you hear him hint, but I'm serious though, I know I'm like teasing with that, and it's a little annoying. I just died from the bomb, so. But to be serious, it is. You want to. You're for sure. Let's go. Let's go take Bruno. You want something that you don't have to do a rotation with. Or you want a simple rotation, because the problem is because of the lag. Like, I get thrown off, obviously, with my rotation not being all nitty gritty perfect there, unfortunately. So, and I'm gonna switch this back because that's gonna increase my weapon, or not weapon, but poison and disease damage by 10%. That includes the explosion from the oh my lord, the set on Plague Break. Anyway, so, but I would recommend, like, Templars are great for that. Anything you can spam, Blast Bones from Necromancers, just basically. Don't try to go shields inside here. I wish they would allow it, but they don't. They destroyed shields for some reason. Right? You have a bunch of armor, but you're not allowed to have shields. And it's okay to have over 33 or the 31,000. Oh my gosh, the cap, 31,000 cap for armor. Because if you get debuffed or something like that inside PvP, you're going to want that. I've got like a 44 armor on one of my tanks, and hard to take down. It's the best is when you got like 20 people, standing on you, trying to, like, oh, you're going to die, kind of thing. Let's go test the waters here. And let's see what's going on. What time is it? I'm going to put my kids to your bed here in a half an hour and just let you guys watch. How's it going, viewer? I hope you're having a good day. My day's been a little odd. Not bad, though. Did not get as much done as I wanted to. I've got kids. Unfortunately, I got half of the homework I wanted to get done. My wife needed it for our other home business. I've got it. Two computers, whatever it breaks down to. Just get more of my construction inspection business going, as well as this year streaming. I like to teach, and that's something I love to do. Is I like to help people grow. Servant leadership, basically. As in, if you care, try to make people that work for you, work around you, go up the ladder just as much, right? It's good for the company. But if it's good for the company, then it's going to be good for you too. So, and it doesn't have to be a selfish thing. I mean, so if you're teaching them, you're going to want to teach them. I kind of figured, here he is. He's coming. And that was his ultimate. I was not going to survive that. That's a DK dude, and I'm already melting. I got to get a little bit more resistance on my dude. So that tells me that they are totally wanting to, they're protecting us with their lives. So here we go. Let's jump over here. That is good to know. So, it's probably the same guy, too. He's viciously protecting the north. I almost might switch characters. A little bit more finished out, not a little more, but a character that is finished out. Or I just gotta get the werewolf up on this one. It's good. I love having werewolf just because it's nice to have that extra. Here we go. Yep, we got people. This is gonna work. If you're going to, he's probably not going to. Probably pushing. Let's help him push. Is it gonna go to Bruma? Yep. Cool. Here we go. Bruma. Bruma it is. So with the poison and stuff, I can switch to hindrance. Drain the target's physical resistance. So that's the one I'm going to switch. I'm going to go crown poison on that, back bar, front bar. I'm going to do hindrance. Or not hindrance, but resistance. So that he's a DK, so he's probably a tank. You know what I mean? So I can melt him down a little easier that way. And they can help them melt. They can help me melt them, and I'm helping them, right? That's why we want to be working together now. So that'll be my job as the poison expert, right? Wink, wink. Fingers crossed. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm the debuffer, and then the other guys get him. Pokey, pokey, stabby, stabby. So let's kill some of these dudes. So, once a day, let's just stuff. There we go. Is that enough? Nope. That's my daughter. So that sounds like it's their turn to go to bed. And we don't have to listen to Chip and Dale. I love that. That's a good. Rescue Rangers. That's from the old school Disney throwback. Disney afternoon. There we go. Let's get back up there. It looks like, ooh, the guy's got either wiped. Yeah, it looks like it. The guy's flipping it back. So what we'll do is we'll run up there. We'll just kind of hide. Let's see if our dudes are actually winning or losing. So they're hitting that. They're trying to flip it, and they went straight for the fortress. So that way, they can't. Nobody can come here. So this is going to allow us to do our bit. Let's get our roof ready here. That's a blue, hoping that someone's gonna turn this real fast. Oh, come on. There we go. Nope. Ja, boekgelende gala. Het zal niet door mij. Oh, okay. Sorry. You cannot play your phone. You can watch this, though. Would you like to watch Darkwing Duck? Boom. Take that guy down. Look, he's got the new armor on. Oh no, that is a monster helm, which is a super cool one. He's got PvE stuff. It's a costume, which is a cool one. Get some resistance for this dude. Gonna go to the next one now. And there's a sky shard there. I swear I just seen somebody there. Nice, Freedom captured. Highlander, he's actually pretty high on the leaderboards, or was there for a bit. These are some of the higher dudes. Right on. And now, looks like they're turning it, so we need to head over to Winter's Peak and try to get ahead of all this. Get over there, we'll change our stuff to slot, you know, get our stuff ready for, see if anybody's there, but we'll slot out our offensive weapons. I don't like to use the road. A lot of people like to use the road, or they're going to be using these main things, but, right, so I'm trying to stay within different trees and things, anything to help keep the view of my character out of normal sight, so they're having to really peer around for me. I'll show you where there's kind of this cool little hideout here for Winter's Peak, where I like to do it. It's a giant will protect your butt while you're kind of hiding, basically. You can switch your stuff out. There's a cavern right underneath where Winter's Peak is. It's literally right underneath it. And I wish there was like a way to Minecraft dig in there and you know, baby. Here it is. Here's the cavern. That's his cavern, right? And then Winter's Peak is literally like right over there. There should be another one. It's right over here. Ah, there it is. That's Winter's Peak. And there's the Giant's Cavern. This is good to know, right? This is how you're gonna win, is when you got your own bedroll and firewood and a book for light reading at night. No, but this is how you're gonna help people win a little easier, is when you know the terrain. Because I could hide a whole army. If we were dying, right? I could hide a whole army in here, and they'd be like, "Oh, we won," and they'd leave, and then I'd come back and finish the job. I'd be like, "What the heck? I thought we wiped them all out." Like, no, my friend, you didn't. Let's see here. That's so hard to give that one up. So, ballistas are your main thing. Rams are secondary. And of course, the rest is defense. But so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna set myself up a forward camp here, because this is the last thing on this side we need to take before hitting our home areas. Terrain's not flat enough. Terrain's not. Alright. What was I doing? Right. Terrain's not flat enough. Let's see if we can't get a giant to kind of keep it safe, right? Always trying to find a... Right, so, I hate the fact that they're like, "We're gonna have a place too." They already flagged it. Gotta have a place that's flat enough, right? And then it's like almost impossible to find that because there's no flat land. I mean, I'm just saying, like, why would you... That is something that should be addressed. Not to be a jerk. It's just like, that is a bit silly. Essentially, when you do it that way, what you've allowed is that people are only going to have certain areas for a camp. So that's one of them right there, guys. Right, just down below from what? Our secret little hideout. Let's go see what's going on here. Yes. Yeah. Nice. And there it is. Another tick. 3.4. And we'll get these, this time we'll slot our stuff and help them get that stew. Look at that. They're like way quicker. Got more than enough people, so... Moving on. So what they'll probably do now is come down, and they're gonna hit Chalman. We don't have to worry about these dudes too much. Yellow's going for their scrolls. That's our scroll. So I think we should go through for our scroll here today at some point, right? Let's see if we have our other scroll. Those are the two things you're gonna want. Like, it would be smart to go take. It'd be smart to take King's Crops for King's Crest, you know. Flag that out, or even better if we went down and street it. We just need to take this one here. I'm trying to remember what it's called, Farragut. Just because we need our scroll, but we're gonna have to hit this first. So, I'm gonna go to Chalman now. This is a typical how-to we're gonna hit. Once you got the north, now we can go south, and we gotta watch out. And it's always, if you want an AP boost, by the way, here's just a quick ticket. Jump inside these delves, one of these delves. Go kill one boss inside the delve, and it gives you an AP boost for an hour, right? I'll show you what I mean. If you're trying to get on the leaderboard, it's like 30 seconds. Look at that, that's what they're doing. Sure. He's all super nervous.
Alright, there's that guy's dead. So they're probably likely going to have something over here and over here. Unlikely in this little area. That's just how they create these delves. Look for the biggest area, and then look for somebody who's got a name. Oh look, there's a sky shard in here I haven't gotten. And right over here.
To the side.
Circle around.
Go around. Flank. Now.
Here we go. There's the guy. See, we're not the only ones in here doing that, so I'm glad there's actually more people in here. It shows you that, like, if you want to be on the leaderboard, this is what you got to do, because you got to be able to keep up with these other guys. If you see the guy, the skeleton, he's doing that because it's going to give him less time for lag. The computer doesn't have to figure out where all his armor is going to be, you know, moving to and how it's supposed to look. It's just working with a single skeleton. That's the idea, at least. That a lot of people use that skeleton look for. Now, right, see, they're done. They're like, okay, cool, got my thing. And this could be a whole guild, actually. I'm surprised. And because we gotta go super fast. Just gonna move past all these anchors. Outrun those robots. Boom. Back into Cyrodiil we go. Adventure of Conan and Doyle. Yes. Oh, there's a big fight going on. I should look at my screen right now, so that looks like it's happening. Is it down south? That's for sure. That's right outside. Yeah, it's a mile gate, alright. So, that's either this mile gate or that one. But we could actually surpass all that. We're gonna hit right through that. See that? Don't use mile gates if you don't need to. Alright. So here we go.
Flank. Now.
There's a red. Ooh, there's quite a few.
You know the old saying about just have to outrun the slowest guy?
Kidding. Let's see if we can't use that to our advantage. So they're going for... So those reds are going north. They're probably going to try to knock down Winter's Peak and start their whole little chain over again. What I'm going to try to do is, again, take the things outside. I'm going to run up here. I'll hit this area, and then I'll use that to work my way down here, because I think the best thing is going to get ready for our scroll, right? So, but I just don't want to use the mile gates. One, because I want to show you some cool stuff. Check this out. helps if you're fast. Goes right through an entire mountain. And there's more than just these. Alright, look at that. And through. Just went through the mountain, didn't need a Malgate. So now I'm gonna head south. And I'm gonna start trying to flip those resources over there. We've already got people sieging. I think that's my wife right there, it might be, but or they're sieging Chalman. I think they're gonna win Chalman, so if they win at Chalman, they're gonna want to get their scroll. I can almost guarantee it, so I can just guess they'll probably go to blue right after that. Or they could go over it. That's the smartest thing. Let's go. It's probably a good idea to actually try to get ready for Arius, though. If I can take a few things and come over to Arius after they're done there. And we'll be able to. That yellow is pretty far cut off. And their yellow, as you saw, is busy down there at Serjanus. So blue's been able to work together fairly well this time. So we've got about the same mind, the same attitude of what we want. We got the same goals in mind, right? So it's been a lot easier for us to work together and kind of get what we're really going for, which is to be able to dominate the map and in some ways to make our name for ourselves to everybody else. That's what a lot of people do in Cyrodiil. It helps out with streaming for sure. There we go. They're inside right now. Inside. Is that Winter's Peak? No way. Dragonclaw. They're locked in at Dragonclaw. Pretty sure that's not Winter's Peak. There we go. Cool, here we go. There's that. This allows me to get inside. There's that. I'm gonna switch over to health just in case. Ooh, my food ran out. That's never good. This is my one. There we go. Hey, hold it. I do this right. This resistance, boom, will help with that. I actually need to switch my stuff back though. Now that I've got more people, I'm not gonna go werewolf. We'll just stick to poisoning them. Alright, I think we only need 3 people at one of these. You do not need this many. So there's a bunch of people here. I'm gonna head now to the lumber mill because that's so farm. It boosts the NPCs. Lumber mill boosts the doors, and of course the mine boosts the walls. So that's when you take away those boosts, it's way easier to get inside.
I need healing.
There we go. Die already. You're not here yet, so let's go up here and knock this dude.
Healer!
The werewolves can heal a little bit from eating the corpse. And it's just a, it's your normal DY synergy. So you can do that if you're like me, you've got low magic, you can just go in there and quickly hit that. You can. So I'm just gonna use this guy a little bit, to pick stuff up. Pulling him, we're gonna go kiting the guy around, making him chase you, kind of thing. I'm pretty sure it's like let's go for that guy. Dude, they went to the mine. We're gonna be hitting the door here in a minute. They're still duking it out there. That's not good. And red's back from that. Red's back down from the north. My red. Yeah. We need to stop them there. Alright. And we're going for the scroll already. Somebody is. See how well that actually works out. So I'm going to try to do, I need to take this. If I can hit Aureus, that gives that guy a free chance to safely get there, safely get there, safely get back, right? So what's going on right now is Red is trying to interrupt our little chain of our nice little forts. Because if they can, then that means... It gave me some more. Hopefully I can get more up here. I'd rather be in werewolf form and what I was going to keep than not at this point. And it looks like that's going to be a not answer. And the north side. Set. We're out. So now do we need to switch back quickly? Ooh, we're already in Mornton. Cool. Alright, you guys, it's Duerme. 8:30. Alright, so looks like nobody's here, so I'm still gonna get set up. So this is a perfect little area, as you can see, to just set up and start firing. Right? Duerme. I know. The world's never fair. Yeah, you are. Well, you still need to go into your room and get ready for bed. PJs, you need to lay down for Duerme. I'll be there in a minute with you guys. So we're going to try to set up as many as we can. I know people see the recommended is only like having 3 or 4. No. The recommended is having as many as you can, so maybe you can pull more people. Even if you can't use them all, that's okay. What you're really trying to do is get more people to come to you. So to make it look like there's a big one going out, get like, I've got 5 out, I still got 5 more. You can set the amount, I think the amount is like 20. So that's, you know what I mean? That's, I'm like, that's what I'm going for. Why are these not firing? What the heck? Obviously we got some horrible lag. Look at that. There we go. Man, dude. It's so bad. This is a hard game to be like behind, to be honest, as a streamer. This is the one this is the game I'm like, come on guys. I love Elder Scrolls Online. I love Bethesda, even with a little city, Britain, and a little town. It's gorgeous. That's where great religious men were at once. But I'm kidding. I actually do like that. I do. It's their what they created with Elder Scrolls is really cool, but it, you know, you feel kind of jaded a little bit as a watcher when you see that they come out with like all this new stuff to buy, right? That you have to spend a lot of money to have a chance at getting, which is a little silly to go for a chance. So, you know what I mean? There's a bit where it's like, come on, guys, why don't you just, you know, I got the money, I'll pay you for it. What do you want? You know, stop making me gamble with crates, which everybody does. I do. I'm not even gonna lie. I totally am like, oh, come on, give it to me. So, and I know people are like, oh, that's always fun, but I'm like, if you're the winner, you know, eventually you get a bad taste in your mouth and it gets worse. But as for now, I mean, like, the people, from what I hear from other players as a guild master, I hear people upset that they're like, oh, you got a new card game, and you get all these new ones to do, and of course I've used most of these, falling apart. But we haven't fixed the game, so you can't even, you know, like, continue playing the game as easy, unfortunately. I'm trying to get this flagged. See if they're even going to succeed over there. Not quite yet. $71. Oh, this is probably where I die. Nope, that's somebody. That's my wife! Heck yeah, biting amoebas here. She can actually help run some of these. Invite to a duel. That's how I say I love you in my family. There we go. We keep these firing. Basically, here's. Ooh, did you see that glitch? The whole door disappeared for a second. Oh. Anyways, that's what most of us are complaining about. Like, that should not be happening in the game. Like, we've got much older games that have far less computer problems. So, but it is the base of the game. The idea is great. I mean, they're pretty sweet. They let you do a lot. I wish there was more. Like guild houses, you know, you've seen, if you've watched my channel at all, you've seen that Clan Mac has got its own, like, star base in a fleet, right? So, why don't we have a guild house or, like, a castle this large inside Cyrodiil or something for just the guildies? You know, and you could, you know, sell them for a decent amount of coin if you really want to. I mean, if you want to make money, that's the way to do it. Stop, you know, I'm not saying stop it with the jewel crates. Cool, whatever. If you want to continue. But I am saying, like, let's add stuff for group people. Like, they had a group event, which was really cool. I saw some amazing stuff from some of the guilds from ESO, and it's like, we've got a great community here. We really do. They've got some of the nicest people I've met, and you know, oh no, in plenty of different areas, but their ability of what you can do with the guild, unfortunately, is a little small. So now I've got it flagged, and we're going to have to be careful of there's another person on our side. Kind of figured that this was going to be a place people might want to go. So right now we are on what I like to call the knife edge. What I'm saying is we're in an area where we can easily be stabbed in the back, that sort of thing, and we do need this. That see if the scroll kind of failed, so looks like we can get some more people over here. We take this, then we can go take that scroll, and we're gonna want this runner who's running the scroll because he can't mount up on a horse, he can't transit, so he's gonna want to have safe areas to get to and places that if people die they can respawn and go to the scroll. You know what I mean? Wow. Hopefully don't die fast. There's the yellow. It's that same guy. So he had to run here. Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. And she's dead, so that's one where you want to take the yellows down before you finish that door. But hopefully that Nightblade, and there's these are red here too. They see what we're doing. That was a pretty good stand. And he's back up. And unfortunately, that's it on that one. So, and it looks like they're going out. So what we're gonna have to do, we tried our push, it didn't work. We're gonna have to go back and do defense now. So I'm gonna run back here to. We're still duking it out. Let's do. Let's see who that. Oh, that's Apex. Nice. Anyways, so there's those guys. We had a good one. Give that a good try. Almost had that door down. 21%. So. Yeah, it happens. I mean, it's like a dang dude. Got one guy down with a little bit of help and some poison. I think I have a little bit more resistance, so I could heal myself a little bit easier on that, and a lot more skill points in the. Don't waste this skill line here. You get your guy finished out like I'm working at. You want to get all your points around here. See this? It's right here, right? Increase the range of your long range stuff, which lets me shoot further. Get your more ultimate. You can kill people quicker. Weapon and spell damage and stuff. Most importantly, though, for healing yourself. I hear it. Increases healing done by 10% when you're near a keep. We're near a keep right now, right? I hit 20% more healing. That's a huge deal. It doesn't sound like it is, but it is. So those guys are still duking out, so. They're probably old guildies from the Espada or something. They're on that side. See, they're still trying to bring that up. That's funny, dude. Look at that. We started that whole thing. I don't know if Red's gonna do it today. So, you want to go check out Dragonclaw or Brima? Okay. Just to stop them from... Get some defense sticks and stop them from trying to... Huh? Oh, okay, do you want to... Shouldn't? I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't see any words on my screen about the hammer. Okay. Crops for shenanigans. Is that... We need Ash. Flag. So, that's people concentrating on
one. So that's usually what you find is the biggest mistakes people who are new or been here for a little while is they assume, and it's true, that if you get all this here, you get Emperor, right? Around. You don't need these little ones, you just need these big guys here. Believe it or not. So, but that's their mistake, is what they're doing is you can see that they only have this blue, and there's all these other ones here that can go. So the way that normally people do it is come down, they take that, they go back, they're going to hit nickel, and then they'll go for these big ones, because that allows you to respawn. You have 3 different respawn locations closer, so that's why we were trying to hit here, because then we can go here, right? Set yourself up for success. We can't do too much about that. If I had more guys with you. Let's go and meet up with our people here. The most important people in the world, the most gorgeous person I've ever met. How did I just get whipped? What the heck was that? Ow! Wolf whipping me like, yeah, mounted word person. Come on here. So, and then the other thing too is like when you're, so always try to take the outsides, right, for the ring. You want a position of strength. You want a position where they're not in your area, sneaking up and making maneuvers behind you. People concentrate way too much on, oh, I'm gonna be the Emperor. Well, you're not gonna be it or have it for long if you don't have the map, basically. And what you'll see is the real guilds who've been doing this for a while. That's what they do. I've run with actually quite a few people who've been Emperor, or they're not. It's easy. That usually lets you join their mic and stuff. They're pretty cool. You can learn all this. It's not, you know what I mean? You can go get it directly from this people. And here we go. I'm going to switch over to Shapeshifter, and we'll get ready for a fight. Because that's usually what happens. I should actually... Oh my gosh. Blakewater. Okay, Blackwater Shady. Alrighty then. Yep, bunch of them. Guys up. Fight. Oh, I was doing so much better without getting in there. Yeah, that was my mistake. I should have stayed not doing that. So that was a bad judgment call on my part, so I'm still going to come back. You can see that we got it flagged, so they have to do a long run, and they've already got bleakers. It's like one dude. I think they're trying to pull us, is what that is. And we got, let's see here. We're hitting Ash. So it looks like we're going for Ash. Ash it is. And then we'll have to go back up here later. I can almost guarantee it. They're going to be going back. They'll go back from that northern area to come back south. What the fudge? So, yep. Look at that. That's not good. This is somebody who took this really quickly and just barely fixed it so that if it flags, they have just enough time to get down here. And that's typical of what you're seeing here. Is they're chasing the ticks, so they're not actually trying to keep it. They're more worried about emperorship than everybody else getting like the actual rewards from winning. It can help. I mean, if you've got a bunch of people and this is your plan and everybody's like, okay, that's actually not a bad plan, because the more you can get one of your own guys emperor, yeah, you probably want one of your own dudes, right? But overall, for everybody, not so much. It's not gonna be as helpful, and it's gonna hurt you more in the long run. So, looks like we're actually already trying to do. Bring them. Let's go help them out. Ash. And I can't wait to get this guy finished out. Like, he's got to see. You got to see Iceman do really well in Battlegrounds. You've gotten to see my Tiffany, not because it's her name's Stephanie, so it's Tiffany. The orc, she's my light attack build, which does like up to 30 to 40,000 damage a hit when everything procs and stuff. So that actually helps out a lot, and just easy ways to be able to attack without having to worry about lag. But sometimes it can be so bad that even light attacks don't work. So and that's a lot of reason why a lot of people left Cyrodiil. And we've got essentially it's new guilds since 2020. That's what we're seeing here. But these are newer PvP guilds. A lot of the old school guys left already. They're kind of sick of this. They got sick of it. Unfortunately, not everybody, but a lot. It's not to like clear out as much as it sounds, but it certainly is not conducive to the game continuing, right? But they are working on it. They have said they finally did communicate. Unfortunately, the way that went down wasn't too bad. I mean, I think they're working on the company getting better as itself, as well as the game. That's what it seems like to me, and that's what I've read. That's what from the communications they've had on Facebook and Twitter. From what you can see from people they're hiring, you can actually see, and there's multiple different ways to gauge a company and how it's going, and that's going to tell you how your video games, like they're coming from the company, are going to go. So I just can't wait to get this guy. I'm like, okay, doing pretty good. The set's kind of working the way I want it to. I need to get more damage. So I mean, you're going to do that. I'll show you guys later tonight before we get off. Basically, the plan for this guy, it's not too different from the light attack. Any kind of thing you're doing melee or stand build is going to always have certain skills with it to implement a higher damage rate. Especially you're going to want that in here. And I'll show you how, once I get some of the damage up, how I'll switch over some of the resistances so that my dude's not flopping as easy as he was, Especially with that poison you saw me hit me with poison, I went down pretty hard. It's like, oh, we got to get there just for the tick now, is what's going on, which is cool. Yes, that's a guy hanging out. And just in time. It's still flagged. And they're still fighting in here. Yep. Chasing. Yeah, right there. There he is. So you just gotta hit this guy. Any one of these guys. And when they die, we'll get the tick, basically. One of the ticks. It may not be as big as the other one, but it'll get the defense tick.
this. I created this character for this kind of reason. This is a, you know, I help multitude. See that? Just gotta keep the health down, really. That's the name of the game with this. I'm not gonna chase him. He'll come back up to me. He's gonna do it. They always go on a certain route, so I don't. He's dead already. Hey, hey! There were 4 of them. Look at that healer go. It's a vampire Argonian right there. Monster dinosaur, my son calls it. He probably 4 years old, you know. That's the same as a megalodon, the monster dinosaur. They're coming in from the front. I think they're pulling them. They're pulling them so they can res those guys. Here's the defense. That's 1.7. Okay, we're good. We're good. Cool. They're not there. I was just like, I've seen them do that where they pull, you know what I mean? They pull those guys. Everybody runs over there and the tank just dances around for a little bit while a single dude goes in. He just jumped off. Alright, so, and there is a battle out there, so it looks like we're going to go down for Nickel. And like I said, you see that? Wasn't lying. They're going right back. And this is what we're going to have a problem is we don't got everybody working together enough, and it's a little quiet for Bloodthirsty Thursday, but it happens sometimes. Welcome to being a guild master, right? This is what it's like. And if you got a wonderful wife like I do, she'll show up and just, you know, be that extra person so you don't look like you're an insane lunatic talking to yourself all night. There we go. Let's see here. You can actually hear that battle music. So I think we're just gonna keep pushing south at this point. Let's see what red's gonna do. What it's gonna do. We've tested red. Red's pushing back. So let's test yellow. See if yellow pushes back. And if you have enough time, right, what you'll find out is who really wants it today. And the one who doesn't really want it is the one you want to stamp out first. Welcome to war. And so let's go down. What in the name? That's a cool. Are they still going for Bruma again? Yeah, I guess they could have had a few of those guys go up. Maybe that's where we're spread out like this. We just wiped out a couple of reds that are down here. 3 reds. Look at that. This guy's really running. Yeah. It's our normal dude. And they're dead. Easy cheesy. Lemon squeezy. I'm sure where that comes from. And yeah, don't do that. That'll get you kicked out right there. They're starting to crack down on that more and more. Boss Killer. That's actually kind of a famous dude. And yeah, it looks like they're all going down. Yellow's going to try to stop us out there, so one way to do this is to stop and go, do I see any little dots that I can take advantage of? And no, not. It's all the way up. Woo! Right at the front door. Yeah. So I'm too far out. Yeah. I want to stay behind all these guys. See that? How the healer's running? But I gotta definitely want to be. Yeah, that was him trying to... They don't like poison, right? So that was their push. They didn't push very strong, so... It gives us another chance to push them back. And all you gotta do is, like, see that? You see the small guy... The weakest guy first. That's the goal here. Just focus on the weakest. There's one down. And then you just kind of keep pushing. Don't stay still. You want to keep running, right? Keep maneuvering. Kind of doing a circle. Watch your circle, though. You don't want a circle where everybody's going to do that. See how they're grouping up? See that? How they all step back on me? That's what a bomber's looking for. So if you're a bomber, everybody's going to be moving anyways, right? Because you're going to die if you stay still. And that's what they're going to do. Look, we got a red over here. Got some good resistances in that guy. I'm going to push him back here, so... He's down. So that's what I like about that poison that drops their resistance, is you just got to keep their health down. Eventually, it's the guy who has his health down the longest is who's going to lose most of the time in a combat like that, where it's not. One guy drops. Is he dead? Yep. Killed himself. So they're going to push. What they're doing is they're pushing to the mine, because that's where they're going to set up a camp and stuff. We got to get there first. Just gonna see if they're gonna actually set up like an actual camp. They might already have one set up. Most of the time these guys already do. They don't. And if we can get these guys plague breaked, explode on them. That's what I hope. That's the idea here. Is I can use the NPCs to get them to die. Okay, now we gotta drop this guy if we can. He's dead. That guy's dead. We're gonna come back out for the bombs. You gotta watch that. Get our thing out. So yeah, I heard you. Spada, need 2 levels and back up to CP, be in 0 after. So that's Stone Odin. There we go. There's Havoc. So we're gonna invite our famous Spada guild leader here. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Hall of the Lunar Champion. That's probably his house. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't have this locked. It's not invite only. Then go ahead and come on and join the fun. And Lord mercy, it's like being alone in this thing. Miner's Jester's gonna go play himself dead. There he is. That's our buddy. That's our big guy. Come on in here, sir. And let's go check out, see what's going on with Irish Jester. So let's invite him to our little groupie. We can invite him to the party. So, here we go. That was not it.
Foxon's probably going to be doing this here soon. He's going to wait for all the other heavy PvP guys to get on. He'll switch over. That's his typical move. Know your people, man. That's what I gotta say. Foxon, he's into Sean. That's a sad dog. So they're gonna be meatbagging those guys for. Oh, that's my wife. That's the way to do it, though. Firepot does damage over time. I think ice drains magicka, and the oil catapults drain stamina, because it does. I don't know. This oil is what they said it does. And that's good to know for anybody. That's what you want to do if you want your people to win. Hey, Irish, that's what you're gonna be wanting to do, is take away the other guy's resources. Otherwise, you're gonna be doing something like this forever. We're just in Cyrodiil, sieging a single dude on a tower. We're going for the scroll, but there was a big push and then the whole thing flapped. We actually took like the northern part of the map and we're helping them take it back over to all the way to the Red's territory. And then it looks like Red got on. You know what I mean? Oh, nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's totally cool, dude. And that's, you want to test it out, that's fine. It's your prerogative. So. Yeah, that's cool, dude. That's a good race. They kind of dumbed him down, though. I mean, Skyrim and stuff that guy's dead. Skyrim and stuff, the Khajiits always had, like, some pretty good, buffs natural to their class, or, you know what I mean, to their race, but that was kind of like, I think they kind of, I shouldn't say ruined him, but they dumbed him down a bit for Elder Scrolls Online, which I can kind of understand. Yeah. Yeah, buff. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I remember somebody was telling me they got a little too powerful, and that was one of the reasons somebody complained. So I'm like, you know... yeah. Which is sad, because that's like where all your fire magic comes from. Now they just need earth and water magic, and we can get real airbender stuff going on here. Yeah, that was super useful. Are you at the mile gate? Okay, so hold on, brother. I can think of, okay. Oh yeah, I got you. Oh man, I'm down. They're pushing back. It's a crap ton of yellows. Oh, there's a camp out. Sweet. Right afterwards. I actually asked them to do that. Kidding. They're listening to this conversation right now. Oh. Oh. That hurts. Yeah, I think that's gonna be burned down here in a minute. I love Blade Break, so I'm running on this guy. I just gotta get my damage a little bit more up. There they are. The white ales, yeah. Oh yeah, they are. Or was. Drop out somewhere. Do his own thing, yeah. There you go. Oh, wow, we actually.
Yeah.
And there's a Nightblade out around. All the yellows, yeah. I don't know too many people who actually like anybody on yellow. Oh man, even rolling out of that thing. Right? We might be defending Ash here in a second. There you go. 500 bomb and a couple of fire pots, and it'll end this real quick. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to be defending Ash. Here they come. They broke through the line. Oh, my fingers are killing me. I like stage 4. I think I like it a little bit more. I think it's worth it sometimes. You'll be able to bond. You can literally just run in there all invisible and then go boom.
Look there. It's the one who brought those Pellinger brats to justice.
Resources first, yeah. Oh, I hear ya. I'm doing kind of something similar. I'm using, what's that? Trying to use more on tongue with, leg break. It seems to work. Just not, I mean, it's only like 10% though. It's not quite extra disease damage, basically. Ain't nobody here. I don't know. Not at the lumber mill yet.
think they're gonna go duke it at it as well. These guys usually like to get, if it's the Aussies, they're going all the way north. They always do that. Yeah, let's go defend that, babe. Ooh, there it is. They're holding them back, holding the yellows back right after the gate. That's what's going on there. You can go up north if you want. See if it's like jobs here or any of those guys. You get all your stuff slotted inside. I think it's the PvP skill lines. I know they have one that like every person you kill, you get like you generate 20 ultimate. It's not a bot, but it gives you some. Okay, that makes sense. Right. They've had a lot of updates too to the bombers. They've nerfed them. You gotta like some people switch things around. Some people like the old bombers. There's a lot of different combinations now. It's not just vicious death anymore. You know what I mean? There you go. Heck yeah, I like that one. Ooh, there's a lot of yellows. Yeah, so then we're pressed on two different fronts. That's what's going on. I feel ya. I'm on a lower health guy myself. Yeah. Nice. Pretty good. I mean, I've got at least one viewer. Nobody ever really talks too much or you know, chats here on too much. And, I think it's like the same person. I don't know though, because there was a time where I had like 8 people watching on like our first Thirsty Thursday or whatever, and it told me there was only like 1 person watching. So I have no idea, dude. They're trying to get like a better app thing going on. It's not. It's definitely not the best. I've not done that. I need to do that though. Most of the ones I know, the guys don't like that. They have that in their rule where they're okay. You can only you can only do it if I know you or something like that, which kind of makes sense. I usually talk to some of the other dudes that I know that from like Sea of Thieves and stuff. But I'm hoping one day to get one of those guys in there. Some of the other, ask him to come down and play with me. There you go. Right. Yeah, what I'm going for, dude, is to be able to do this for like ESO, because they have a rule: you've got to have 1,000 followers, and like basically 1,000 of followers on like YouTube or Twitch or whatever combined to be able to stream officially for Elder Scrolls Online. It's their, I think we snuffed them out, so I'm on my way up to you guys. Or no, they're not. Yeah, we snuffed them out. As well as done for. Oh crap. Okay, so you're right. Okay. Yeah, they just lost it. They lost at Ash, so they're probably either gonna go up there and help them out more or something. But I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. Thanks for watching there, viewer. I appreciate it. And I'll give you some more tips and tricks and just kind of the stuff I've learned. And this dude here, Irish, is actually one of the best guys I know. You've got any kind of set combination, he can tell you anything you would need to know about it. And if you're like, I've got these things, but I don't know what kind of monster helm, this is the dude right here. So I'll be right back. This is intermission time.
freaking coming down the stairs, and freaking I slipped on my daughter's tutu and spilled my beer. It's like, god dang it, man.
Oh, good lord.
I hit the ground, and what happened is the bottom of it hits the ground too. So I didn't spill it until it started coming out like a volcano. It's a supporter, so it's all like super carbonated charged. It's just like flow. Oh man, half a beer gone. Where are we?
We are down at Nickel. Just took it. We'll be able to port right to it.
Nice, dude. Here it comes. That's cool.
I just bagged the dude I was telling you about.
Right on. Right on.
And we just got bombed right in the door. But he waited until after the key flipped. So like you bomb before it unflags.
Right. That way people can't be there, and you can come back and take it. That's always a good idea.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Don't worry about wasting your time fucking or bombing when the door is straight up sealed. You bomb it as they're working on it, not when it's
Yeah.
2% from being 100, because all they're going to do is res there.
Yeah. Like, what was your plan again?
Yeah, I mean, bombers are notoriously squishy. Like
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you, like, look at my character sheet right now. I have 14,000 spell resistance and 9,000 physical.
I've probably got something like that. I've got 32 health. And then, yeah, I've got 13 spell and 13 physical.
It looks like we're going over to Mala.
Kamala, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Kamala Olives.
Mala to
Oh, God. The Kamala,
Harris.
Kamala Olives.
Kamala
Kamala
Olives.
Harris.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I have to come over here and do all these damn dolmens. One way. I tried to
You
do
know,
it.
I just spent, I don't know, like an hour sitting at one this morning. And I was like, dude, is this thing ever going to go off? You know, like, what the heck?
Oh,
That's what I've been working on, is the EVE inside serial with this guy.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been doing that. I actually did all the dolmens in the normal map.
Nice.
One day. On one day. And I came over here to Cyrodiil. I was like, oh, okay, let me go see if I can knock out a couple, over here. And they weren't spawning. So what I did instead is I went and discarded them all. Because now with them, with the map showing you when they're active,
Yeah.
that way I can just sit there in the safety of a keep instead of,
Right.
or in a silent zone, like, when you port in the Bruma, for instance.
Oh, there you go. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, where they can't kill you.
Yeah, I mean, you can't kill them, they can't kill you. So... We don't have Mala here shortly. They're inside.
Yep, we're working on the backlog right now, it looks like.
Yep.
And we're good. At least for anybody
Open
to
for
see.
business.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody. Why not sequel true DCM?
I know, they've been like all over that dude.
I don't know, I'm really liking the name of our new Trials Guild that we made.
What are you guys? What's it called?
These huts. Star Wars themed.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh,
Come on.
He got that far.
I was just bombed. Like, I seriously, like, they dropped it on one person. The hell?
There's a third one. Yeah. I don't know what these guys are playing. They're not the best farmers I've ever seen.
Not really coordinated whatsoever. I mean, they kind of just drop their ults whenever.
Yeah, they're just like. I think they're just having fun. You know what I mean? They're not serious tonight at all.
Oh my, yeah, yeah, you'd never believe what I just did. Well, you probably will. I didn't. Is that the right key?
Oops.
Oh no, Ash is getting. There's a red and blue fight at Ash.
Okay, everybody's going to Brindle. Kind of looks like it. Yeah,
Oh.
looks like Cable. Too. That's interesting. To do that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm headed to Brindle. Now I have
Okay.
the capture 3 unique keeps quest, so
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
we get that. That'd be one. It's kind of shitty. All we've done is defend. We haven't taken anything outside of outposts, and they don't count towards the mission.
Yeah, I think that's why they're doing. Some of these guys are like, okay, you know, don't worry about the north. Let's just get rid of red, and then we'll go for red. It's just something I was talking about earlier. It was like, dude, you push one way, push the other, and see who really wants it. And the one who doesn't is the one you wipe out first.
Yeah. I just kind of give up, like, when it comes to gating. Like, I don't understand gating. I mean, once you've pushed somebody back that far to where you're, like, there's no resistances, like, you just give up. Like, I just give up.
Right.
I just leave Cyrodiil. I'll try a different campaign to see if it's more lively, but it's, like seriously, you start pushing. Like, I get if you have the hammer. That's probably about the only time that I won't just immediately leave, because even if you have the hammer, the tides can change pretty quickly.
Super fast.
But if you're manually sieging, I just, get up and dip. Like, I'm not going to sit there and gate an alliance. I'm not that greedy for AP, I guess.
Yeah, it's understandable. A lot of people do that, actually. Like, it's a video game. I mean, it's not.
And I know I, like, kind of use it as an insult, but it's these damn role players. It's like they're not looking at PvP as PvP. They're looking at it as hey, let's roleplay. I don't know where they're sieging this keep. You got eyes on where they're knocking down? Because I have no idea.
They're doing it because they can hit Velastris and then you own this side. It's way easier. It's way easier to seriously pick up the ramp. Don't freaking walk it in.
See,
Oh my god.
that's
It's the freaking role players.
yeah.
Those are the guys, yeah.
That's probably the perfect example
Right
of
there.
what I'm
It's
talking
like,
about.
Pick up the stupid ramp.
And just go put it. See, and look, what they did is they gave Yellow enough time to come out full force.
Yeah, they did. Needed to get in there quick.
damn it, I was bombed because of... I don't understand that. Like, you roll out of
Oh, no, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah,
That's
the...
AoE one. It's a double roll. You have to double roll, but by the time you're able to recognize, you don't have enough time with the lag and Cyrodiil to double roll. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've always been like, that's way too big, way too big.
Actually, I just,
Power, I don't care. It's just that fact that like you roll, you get sucked in the game. So what the heck?
yeah. It's like if I'm out of the AoE, like, I shouldn't get yanked back.
Right?
There's a tent. I'm taking care of that. Dude. Oh my gosh, thank you very much for screwing that plan up, my guy. I was back here by myself, not a single yellow in sight. And this dude rides in on his fucking mount. I apologize for language, I don't want to affect your stream.
It's totally fine. That's as long as you don't make fun of people who don't care.
Okay.
You're allowed to. You can curse on stream. It's cool.
Alright, I know YouTube's a little bit differently, sometimes.
It depends on like you can't curse on a kid's show. That's the
Yeah. But,
It kind of makes sense.
But yeah, so I was sneaking up, Shadow Disguise, not been detected yet, to go burn their camp, and this dude just rides up on mount, like full like knight plate armor and big target, and pulls
like, "Hey."
6 yellows to the tent. Thank you very much, man. I had that perfectly under control. You can see me, like, you can see an allied bomber, like,
Yeah.
like
You
even
gotta
as,
leave the plate armor dudes up here in front.
yeah, precisely one of the reasons why I didn't, you know, join group is because I'm sneaking around. I don't need 4 or 5 people trailing me because I pretty experienced PvP player, and like I'm not like super experienced. I can't 1vx or anything outside of, you know, bombing. But I don't need people following me just because I'm the more experienced in the group or whatever.
Right.
Like that happens on my Templar sometimes, and it's like I'm not the best person to follow. I may be high ranked, but that doesn't mean anything.
Right. I agree with that.
We gotta get these flags flipped. Get this keep to read blue.
Yep. So we can get it. Use the NPCs. Okay, black flag's good. Flag's good.
Yeah. Well, not just. Yeah. Well, not just for the NPCs, but when they're kiting, they can kite in and out of the side doors because it's their keep. But this is dangerous. I just want the door a little
got
bit
all 3 of
shut.
them.
Oh, nice. Probably coming up to. Oh.
I think there's at least 1 or 2 more inside though.
All right. Yeah, make him lose all his crit damage before he drops bombs. He's ever thrown those revealing flares.
There you go. Hear that there, viewer? Revealing flare gets rid of the crit damage. And that's
Well-
the one you really got to worry about.
Yeah. Well, it does on Nightblades. Nightblades have passes for coming out of sneak. And
Oh, that's right. Yeah, once
and
they get
use-
that, it's like twice as much or whatever.
I mean, you also get damage from attacking from the flank, but it's a lot of it is due to sneak as well. So if you pull them out of sneak, it doesn't qualify them for the buff most of the time.
Yeah.
You still got to watch out though, because with your back turn, they can still get you. They'll get the passive damage from attacking from the flank and still hurt you.
Pretty heavy one, yeah.
Yeah, especially if they're running like backstabber as well and fighting finesse.
Yeah, fighting the
There.
mass is a good one.
Yeah. But yeah, and it doesn't have to be
Those are fun,
going
so-
Flare. Camo Hunter does it.
I like that one myself because
Interlight.
you become the yeah, Mage Light. That's a good one too. Interlight.
Detection pots. There's a bunch of ways to pull people out of stealth. Whatever's the most efficient for you. Excuse me. So I was able to get my own special tag in the new guild. Since it's Star Wars themed, I convinced them that if they weren't going to give me my my Lord of the Gingers, I wanted Darth Ginger.
That's awesome. There you go. Oh, that's the best.
What was their end game?
I think they're just trying to mess with people and bomb people. That's all they are. Because it doesn't look like Yellow's really doing anything. It honestly looks like Red is the person that's really trying to push tonight. I know Yellow was on, but they must have gotten off here. That's the
Yeah,
only thing I can think of.
they're just
Blue's not really on. It's almost like a regular night, but which is kind of interesting because I think most people right now are working on builds because right around the corner within like what next week or this week sometime is
what?
Mid-Year Mayhem.
I thought they said something about doing that after the Zil Xanathar event. Come in after when. Yeah, yeah, they're doing whatchamacallit, where are you?
I'm at the closest flag on Velastris.
Oh, yeah.
I was going for a night blade and he went around the corner so I couldn't target him. And now he got me, came back and got me with his poison.
Yeah.
Too good.
Oh yeah, I was over helping some of the people that are in PvP with outside of Domo get some gear for they're also doing trials, that content, whatnot, doing, and they're in Halls of Fabrication. Well, one of the set that is pretty useful in there is Curse Eater, so I was over here getting it, trying to help get him some pieces. And I come over here, well, not over here, but over to Cropsford, because that's where it's sourced from. And I go in on a red, and was able to find a campaign where Red owned Cropsford, which is a feat in itself some days. And what the fuck is going on here? There's the merchant guards and okay. Anyway, there is. I come up to the merchant flag, and there's a. What was it? A yellow level 34, not rank or CP, like level 34, trying to flip the flags in Velastris. And the only reason you flip flags in towns is to, use the merchants. You can't use the merchants until you own the. Why are you trying to buy gear at level 34? Like, I'm just confused.
Right. Right.
It's like,
Got a lot at your 160 ZP.
It's like, if you're gonna give me a good reason, or a reason, it doesn't even have to be a good reason. It could just be simply because I've been playing this game a long time. I need level 30, 40, whatever, and I came and got it. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm just highly confused on why you would waste AP on.
Yeah.
It's like 12 or 13,000 AP.
It can be expensive. Yeah, just trying to get if you're trying to get your full 5 set or something like that. Yeah, it can be. I spent like, I think 300,000 or something like that.
I drew.
Just trying to get the specific weapons and stuff.
Mhm.
I was looking
I dropped 200k that day. That's how I didn't get that Crusader stuff. Not much of a loss on my end. I mean, they asked me how do we pay you back? What can I give you? I was like, go earn your skin.
There you go. Right.
But that set helps you get past that boss, and like they wouldn't be the first group that all it took was them putting on a different, like their healer putting on a different set to get
That's true.
past it. Like I mean,
Yeah, sometimes it's just that a slightly different buff, or sometimes
Mhm.
stacking 2 buffs that don't stack. You know what I mean? It's like, hey,
you're shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah.
Before I didn't even know you could stack or not stack.
Yeah. Darth Maul.
It's going nowhere.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of dots in that. So I mean, I don't even think the healers that I had in my group wore Crusader when we got our clear. Oh, sweet. All right, there's Sieging as well. For your knowledge. I don't know where there's no front door. Maybe this will pull Red out of the.
Get them to come out and play, or
Maybe.
they have been a little testy all day, dude. All day they've had their guild on that Tonga needs to be a part of. They've been on it. Like I could hardly. I had to like stomp a guy into the ground to get him to leave me alone. Just to do quests at work. Seriously, like, bro, I don't want to do this. And finally, he just came out, turned a werewolf, and stunned him and killed him. Didn't see anything from the dude for a while, and he came back, and the whole squad of dudes showed up. It was kind of nice. It was just like, dang. I kind of, Imperial City, I kind of get it, because you can sneak around and do the quests.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in, like, Cyrodiil, I'm like, it's, like, so difficult to do any of the quests if you don't own the town. It's just like, dang. Especially Bruma. Like, Bruma, you have to be in the city for some of the quests. So you're running around where everybody's going to see you. Whereas it's like, say, Vlastris, they send you, a lot of those quests go outside the city. So they send you out, you do stuff, and you come back, turn it in, and it's not too bad. Because it's like, you're not going to be, like, in front of everybody first. And I'm just like, okay, what's the idea? Like, I wasn't like, how did they think that's gonna go for people? Like, if you want to do a Cyrodiil quest, you can't really do that story at all without straight up risking getting your butt kicked all the time. And if you're not a person who even likes PvP or is good at PvP, or you can do it, you know what I mean? You're kind of like, dude, I really like the story, I like the game Oblivion, but I can't do it because I just get my butt kicked. I'm like, I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around what they're thinking on that.
Yeah. Quick quests are, alright. I mean, they're not the greatest. I mean, it's a bunch of fetch quests for the most part.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are. They're like, go kill this guy, or understand our plight, and that's cool. And I mean, I kind of like that because it goes with the idea a little bit. I'll probably be sick of it when I'm finally done with all the quests. Just kind of like, Imperial City's got a really good one. That one's really good.
Oh yeah, that storyline's great.
Great ending. That one I was like, dude, that is freaking cool.
Mm-hmm. Let's be keep 2 on the unique keeps. Oh, you're on a warden.
Yep, we got some ribs on top.
Oh, good. Maybe they'll stay long enough for me to get up there and bomb them.
It's like one dude.
You know how many times I've like wasted a 500 Valor bomb on one person? He's dead.
Oh, did I just kill him?
So it's somebody
Big break.
dead.
That's awesome.
Somebody dead.
Yeah. Oh, I probably didn't do that by myself. That was fun. I made this guy, so I
Oh yeah,
was
you're in
ready
the
to do
skill
it.
point.
I've got poison that takes down resistance and stuff.
I like what poisons I like playing with is cost increase poisons.
There you go. Those are always good. I've got a bunch of those too. Those are like, oh man, so cool. Especially here in Cyrodiil where that messes people so much. Just gonna absolutely gunk up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's another one that you can do. It's ulti increase.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Please. But yeah, that one's fun when you're sitting there and you're just like fighting somebody and their ulti cost goes up from needing like 200 to cast to needing like 400.
Right.
It's ridiculous. And the great thing is you can't take benefit of it too. Like, while the poison's applied to you, if you try to build up that ultimate so you can cast it, I'll tell you what, just because you built it up to 700 to cast it does not mean that Balor's is coming in at 700 tip.
Right.
It's still 500. Looks like we're going west.
Yep.
I think the circle. Who's emping this campaign?
Um,
Blue, yellow, red, pink, orange.
I haven't seen it. I think it might be blue right now. Yeah, blue. Frostman's still in. Frostman 1967. He's been in them for quite some time, actually.
5 hours. He's been on for 5 hours.
Yeah, no, I mean he's like consistently he's back on the throne.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Gotta take ones up there pretty hard too. Wow.
Let's get the Bleaks and get the Chalman or something. I honestly don't know what they would do if one day, like, Blue just said screw going and taking Bleaks and just ran to Chalman.
It's not. I mean, you don't need those small keeps in between. I mean, they certainly help hold it, but you don't technically need them. I've seen them do that kind of thing one time, but it just ends up being a freaking pain in the ass later. It just gives them a spawn point, and that's why people will go up into Bruma, especially with Bruma. That's like those leaders and stuff. They actually have guys up there right now too. That's probably the secondary team.
Alright, well. Yeah, there's a red up there. He's level 14. He was level up 14. He's dead now. Oh. Oh, he didn't die. He's my best.
He's actually keeping he's circling around to the front.
Oh no, this is a different guy. This guy's a little oh, he had
There's
a buddy up
another
there.
dude. Yeah, okay, I see the idea of buddies up there. Lower levels.
He's dead. Level 15. Which means he's almost instantly going to be rezzed. I guarantee that.
Okay.
Wow, that dude didn't even hit the ground before he died.
I know, that was the funniest thing I've seen in such a long time. It was so funny. That was good stuff. And it's ours.
I freaking had to throw in that resto heavy attack to get him on the way down.
Right? Don't let him hit the ground.
Don't let him hit the ground.
says Dragon Claw, so that they always do that. It's just something I was seeing on there for the viewers. Is like earlier, it was like they're, especially this up north, because it's such a smaller area. Like you got this big triangle, or you know what I mean, like down south sticking out. So up north, you always want to take Dragon Claw and the whole thing before you roll over the map. But the south, it's like not as critical. But I mean, people do often will go take areas with Blue Road because those are just so close. But you're just gonna give them a place to spawn if you don't. But at the same time, it has to do with like today people were pushing, and they got all the way over to Shaman side, and they started going for areas. And it just died out. People just didn't want to. Just didn't have enough people to keep pushing, which was a little sad because it was like, okay, well, we get areas so we can get our scrolls.
Yeah.
Like, you definitely want to have your scrolls.
Yeah.
It gets so much harder to do stuff.
It's a matter of opinion on that one. I don't care about the scrolls. I mean, if like I'm getting ready to call it a night, or my group's getting ready to call it a night, and we just so happen to be in a keep with one of the scrolls or one of our scrolls, yeah, we'll go pick it and run it. But for the most part, like having to tail somebody across the map to make sure they don't get ganked or
That
something
can be annoying, yeah. But
is
then, like, offensive and defense buffs are where it's like just enough. You actually got some scroll right now, which is probably the offensive one too. It does suck
Yeah.
not to have a single one, but it's not.
it's
You
a,
don't have to have it, but it's,
like, have you looked at the buffs for those scrolls? Like they're like 1%, 3% weapon spell damage or crit. Like they're not huge buffs. Like if it added like 5-10%, I could see like making sure you kept scrolls all the time. But I don't know. Again, opinion.
I thought they were more. I thought they were like 10%.
You can see them in your campaign log. Yeah, if you go to campaign Cyrodiil and go to bonuses, you can look through the
Oh, I see what you're saying.
scrolls. Yeah, they're just, you get more bonuses off of the keeps.
Yeah, weapon and spell damage by 5%, well, player versus player locations, and then Emperorship gives you more health. It's not a bunch, but I'm like, dude, that. And then the other offensive scrolls, when you have their scrolls, gives you an extra 2%. So that stacks to being about like 5%.
Yeah, well, it's
Same thing if you-
7% for both offensives.
It used to be more, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
if you have them all together, if you got them all. Which that's where you're really starting to actually have a bit more of a difference. I mean, it's not massive. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and that's fair.
again, like you said, it's an opinion. Yeah, it's not like massive, but I think it can help. I mean, even if you're say you like hit for like 30,000, 10% of that is 3,000, so it's not even like huge. I mean, it's even if you're not, because I think most people are looking at one time it's going to be like 2,000 to 3,000. And if you're lucky, you'll get up to like 5, without ultimate. So then you're only talking about like 500, 300, 200 to 500 basically extra damage overall. It's nice if you're really trying to extra stack. So you know what? I think I can see your point on that. 7% though. Got it all, yeah, sure, maybe. It's not huge.
But what I think about is if you're relying on these scrolls to be your damage,
Oh, you're screwed.
probably need to
Yeah.
need to rethink your build.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, dude, shouldn't ever try to be relying on something that has the ability to have it taken away from you.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's kind of why I tell people. I was like, if you're, oh my god, I just got hit by an ad sork. I think I have no idea. Anyway, if getting the arena weapons when it comes to PvE is the piece of gear that makes or breaks your build, you probably need to look at like your gear, your CP, because one piece is not going to do that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like that's too much. Yeah. That's one thing, but one little piece of gear. I can kind of understand if Valor's is when you're talking about because of the penetration inside that's your something for like bombing, but just in general, I don't even use those weapons too much. I might use it on my Frost guy because you get extra percentage of more damage inside when you slam that frost wall. You know what I'm talking about on the ground. Plus, it gives you a shield, so that's super useful. But it's not even on my ice guy. That's not something like I'll run without it. Actually, at times in PvP, I don't normally use it because people don't stand there and stand inside the frost thing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you're taking a keep, you can kind of use it on the back flag, sure, but I wouldn't. I would agree with you on that. That's what I'm saying.
I need to.
Like that sort of thing.
Yeah, and need to come up with another acronym for winter speak, or shorthand.
What was your acronym?
WP. Yeah, WP. Being that how toxic PvP's chat can get, what do you think I thought that they meant at first?
White people?
Close. You had half of it right. You had the first half.
Yeah. 4. Yeah. No, that could get hilarious quick. Yeah, I know. I've seen the PvP chat get like easily. Some guy was talking about his nuts earlier. Yeah, it's super easy.
Looks like they're talking about. Looks like they're talking about going a row.
Let's see.
I have to go turn in missions. Blue kind of flipped the map there a bit.
Yeah, he's either gonna go Chalman or there it is. Looks like he's going Chalman. Yeah, Chalman. Let's see, we have Winter's Peak. So from Winter's Peak, there's quite.
Yeah.
Go right through right there with that dotted line. Don't have to go through any of those mile gates.
That's another pet peeve of mine. I come over here and I see mile gates freaking destroyed all over the map. Oh, that just why?
A lot of people hate that. They just can't like, why did you do that? They're actually pretty easy to fix. They go back up pretty fast, but
Yeah.
It's not like the bridges take longer actually.
They do.
The bridges make sense to take down, but the mile gate, I mean, yeah, they actually don't make it really fast.
Got another Shock Lancer lead.
There's no reason to take it down. I used to do that when I first played this. It's kind of fun for sure. I can get it if you got a big army coming through, you can slow them down for 30 seconds.
Oh, I could see like if you're running scroll or something.
Right.
And again, like if you're trying to slow people down from catching you, and you can take out the gate like it's on its last legs and it's almost down. Like I could see doing that.
Right.
3 rewards of the worthy.
I think I might call this one. Call it once I go and take this and get it from hand.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm already back at the gate.
Let's see what's going on here at
perks of oh my gosh, what was I gonna say? Perks of being on a bomber and not having to worry about people following you is I can get back to the gate and be like, yeah, okay, I'm done. It's like, how the hell did you guys get back? Oh, how did you get back there? And I could have blood spawn. I could have used a keep recall. You'll never know.
Right?
In this instance, we had a clear port from where I was, so. Oh, red is out to play. Oh, a little bit.
Yeah.
I hate this stupid quest. Capture Farragut Keep. It's or Castle
Apparently
Bloodbane
shows up.
Farm. Oh, yikes! I can't wait till mid-year though. Again, I love that event.
That's a great event, yeah. Most people get sick of PvP at the end of it, but it is a great event.
I find it funny when the PvP or the PvEers complain. It's like, oh my gosh, why
Oh,
why
yeah.
is
We were just
why?
AP farming, and I'm like, that's called boosting.
Yes,
Freaking-
that's
You're not
against.
allowed to do that. Sorry, guys. Like, if you want to do it, you just gotta. You
No,
do it like James Bills, basically.
Yeah, boosting's against TOS.
Yeah.
So, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Play the
but
game
it-
right.
But yeah, it's like they complain. It's like, oh, I'm just trying to get my event tickets. Why does this event have to be in Cyrodiil? Like, it's like you have every event out of the year.
Yeah, it's
In
all the other
PvE.
events or PvE stuff, man. Yeah.
Cyrodiil,
There's only 2.
yeah, and then even then, to get the event tickets out of the other PvP event, you don't even have to do PvP. You can do White Gold Tower or Imperial City Prison.
Yeah, there you go. That's true. That's true.
You don't even have to touch Cyrodiil or
They're
City, I
they're
should say.
considered, yeah, because it's considered part of the Imperial City.
Hmm.
Wow, dude, yeah.
Well, it's right in the middle of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me. The Raiders are coming. It's late, so it's it was nice kicking it with you there, Irish. Thanks for joining us here on Clan Max Hour at Night. No,
Hour at Night.
Bloodthirsty Thursdays.
Clan
thanks
Max
for
Dirty
watching.
Dozen.
Right, Dirty Dozen, right? Skinwalking night, you know.
Oh no, not skinwalkers. You don't fuck with those things.
Right.
Well, here, do you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to follow.
Very good, brother. Thank you, thank you.
No problem. That way I can loiter.
Right.
That's all I do is I loiter. I'm a good loiterer.
There's a lot of people. Dude. It seems like just kind of listen to this because I do a bunch of other different games too. And I haven't played video games forever, so idea of how most of it's not hard to do a build in any game like this because they all work on the same basic premise that's about the same as Dungeons and Dragons. You just got to understand what lingo they're trying to use to explain the same thing you've already got. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That was excellent. Explanation. There you go.
Thank you. Yes, it is. I was working on it all night. No.
I bet you were. Okay.
Hey.
Now you can give that hamster a break.
Right. He's really
Alright.
good at too. That's not too bad. It's a 3-hour stream.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so
Get celebrate with us. What the hell is this? There's some deal going on or something.
for
Uh,
ground store?
no, Xbox.
Oh.
Get Game Pass Ultimate for 3 months.
For like $1 or whatever. I
Or
think I've
yeah,
seen
for
that.
$1. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it on PC, the PC Game Pass, where you can just get any PC. I thought about doing it, but it's $1 for 3 months because you can play like some of the revamps, like Age of Empires 3. You know,
I love that one.
Yeah, that was. I want to play it. I heard it's really good.
Mhm.
Got 1 and 2, and the people who did Age of Empires also did one called Age of Mythology, and that one's like super cool. So,
Yeah, if you do the Age of Empires 3, there's a cheat, a console command, tuck, 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 and it spawns a monster truck.
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a great way to slam yourself through the. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm not exactly enthused about the whatever history they're going through at the time in your story. Just spawn an army of
Monster trucks.
monster trucks, and you can just clear through the map.
I think one of my favorite ones they did on that was El Cid. That was a pretty cool one. Because they do have some that I'm like, I know the Trojan War. There's a couple of them like that.
I don't
You're
care. Yeah, I don't care about Helen of Troy.
Right.
Oh,
She's a skanky little. And started a whole slew of problems.
that she did. Whore.
Yeah, her and the two guys on there. It's just kind of funny. They're both kind of like Phoenician descent.
Mm-hmm.
Both the towns, and it's like they're likely they're probably like cousins too. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not that different from like the 100-Year War. Some
Yeah. All right, man. Well, have a good evening.
Yeah. I'll talk
Get
to you
some
later.
sleep.
Thank you. I will. Goodbye. Sloan. All right, viewer. Oops. Do it that way. All right, viewers. So thanks for watching. So this is actually, you can see that's the hammer behind me. You can get that. You actually have to get the hammer, kill a person with the hammer, and it's like 2 million AP to get it. But I thought I would end it off underneath, you know, one of our favorite gods, and that's actually his hammer. It's not Shakor's. And the god of the orcs and the war, and just kind of all kinds of, you know, kick-ass sort of warrior ideals come from this guy, and they mix it with one other one. We'll talk about, you know, some of the gods and stuff in some other time. But thanks for watching here at Bloodthirsty Thursdays. And here's a weird sword dance. Actually, I only got it because if he's right there, that's why. I was like, oh, that's cool. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, YouTube. Obviously, you're at Twitch, and we've got Clan Mac Club on Xbox and the Clan Mac Club on Facebook, and you can follow us here on Lord mercy, follow us on Discord as well on Clan Mac. And if you really want to know about all that kind of stuff, come check us out here at Elder Scrolls Online. You're always welcome to join us. Clan Mac, CLANNTIRE, or CLANNMACTIRE. So that's Clan MacTire. That's how it's spelled, but it's actually pronounced Clown MacTire. So, Children of the Wolf, we'll see you next time.